Live from right field on the south side of Chicago, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Chicago White Sox. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Drew Thorpe. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality.
Here's Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. That one off the mark, and that's ball one.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Austin Slater stands in now and watches strike one. Mize, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there. It's a first-inning double.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
One out, runner at second. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a miss at a slider.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Inside, just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low, and that's ball two. That one ripped. And foul ball. Man at second. Got him. 2 out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here's Joey Gallo.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around from second is the tying run.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Andrew Benintendi steps up. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Gallo stands at second with 2 gone.
No, that's down. Ball.
Out there to center. Mullins on his horse. Snags it on the run. And that will end the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We head to the second on the south side. All tied 1-1. Here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore. Back here on the south side, Andrew Vaughn now. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. And that one upstairs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The shortstop,
Digging in, Colson Montgomery. Montgomery was again named Rookie of the Month, clearly a cut above the rest of the rookie class. That one finds the corner. Strike one.
It's not always the case, but if you win Rookie of the Month more than once, you've got a great shot at taking home Rookie of the Year honors after the season.
That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground, right side, on to first, and there's 2 away.
batting ninth, the second baseman, Lenny.
And here is Sosa to the plate. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Foul ball there. Two outs. On the ground to the left. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Led off the game with a strikeout. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Sosa, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in there at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And he deals. And 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and that ends the inning. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 2 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Tyler O'Neill.
Back at right field. And now the right fielder, Austin Slater.
Austin Slater.
Mize back to work. Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's too high. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one pushed foul. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Let's do this, White Sox!
Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. He's in there.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And that's way high. And it's 2-2. Robert leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. He's trying for third. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Henderson. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Benintendi to the plate. Fly to center his first time. And misses inside. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins sizing this one up. And that is the inning. So 1 left for the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
You're out.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Andrew Vaughn.
That one
That's
missed.
the ball.
Vaughn measures 6 feet
1-0.
even, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That one fouled off. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now, Colson Montgomery. A double and a run scored his first time up. And a foul ball. Vaughn gets his lead at first with nobody out. Well struck left field. This one could be trouble. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Edgar Carroll now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Two in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Off the mark there.
That's the ball.
Ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. That one
Full
way
count.
inside. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. 1 runs in, and it's off the wall. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate. Ouch, that one got him. And up next for Chicago, Josh Rojas. Fouled off left side. Fouled off to the right. No outs, runners at first and second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And ball 1. And now 2-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Austin Slater stands in right through there for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Next one misses. 1-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Ooh, by ya.
1-2 is the count.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Up and in. Yeah, that's ball 2. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. And a good eye there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Roll to short, could be 2. Henderson over to first in time. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder,
Luis Robert now 1 for 2.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're headed to the 5th. White Sox 4 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Bottom of the inning, and now it's Joey Gallo.
The first baseman, Joey.
New pitcher on now, Josiah Gray.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That's in there, and it's 1-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. This ball's chopped on the ground. Henderson tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls.
1
2
out,
strikes.
base is empty. That one
No
just
ball.
missing inside. Now 1-2. That's towards center. Henderson. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 down, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. White Sox 4 and the Orioles 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Here on the south side, bottom of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Gray back to work. Fought off foul. Ground ball left side.
No, that's
and
a
that's
foul ball.
just foul. And that one
Ball,
upstairs,
that's high.
ball 1. Ripped on a line. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Edgar Caro. Right through there for a strike. Center field, Mullins gets under it, hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now back, second baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Now it's the second baseman, Lenny Sosa. In there, and it's 0-1.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that
Ball.
pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line, and that's a base hit. Montgomery rounds second, heads for third. Safe! And the go-ahead runs at third.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. A chance now to take the lead.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Josiah Gray departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Albert Suarez gets the call from the pen.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now Josh Rojas. And that one fouled off. And strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the sixth. Inside.
No, that missed. That's
now
the ball.
1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you
One
take
ball,
that
two
pitch.
strikes.
That's as close as it gets. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swung on, belted. That one is back. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 7-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. And next to hit for the Sox, Austin Slater. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
The center fielder, Louis.
And now it's Luis Robert. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Forget it. So he blasts one out the other way. His 16th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 8-4.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
2 outs, nobody on. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Joey Gallo. There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 7th inning coming up. White Sox 8 and the O's 4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kai Bush.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first.
Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Wells.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
That's inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next pitch is outside. And downstairs. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a ground ball. Mateo sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. So now it's the White Sox DH, Andrew Vaughn.
Let's go, White Sox.
To third, Westberg. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Colton Montgomery.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery. 3 for 3's doubled twice and single. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. And there's a ball.
That missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
This one popped up. Mateo. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Chi Sox held in check here. They lead at 8-6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cam Boozer. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 71, Cam Boozer.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Leading off for the Orioles, the first baseman, number 6.
Ow!
Here's the catcher to hit, Edgar Caro.
The catcher, Edgar Caro.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Comes up empty.
0-2.
Upstairs.
Ball, that's high.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And that's
No,
way
that's
high. The count now 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still laid on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And that one hammered. O'Neill going back on it. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. His 11th of the year. It's 9-6. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And now, Josh Rojas. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. O'Neill makes the grab, and there's two gone.
The right fielder, number 50, Austin.
Two down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Austin Slater. 1 for 4 with a double. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's outside.
Just
That's
missed.
the ball, that's down.
Two down, bases empty, but one run across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
That's the ball. 3-1.
Line drive. Whips it to Mountcastle. Inning over. One hit in the inning, a solo homer. Through 8 full, it's the White Sox 9 and the Orioles 6. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Penn Murphy.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Foul ball. And a ground ball to first. Gallo takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Hit softly on the ground to third. Whips it to Gallo. And a couple of quick outs.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're down to their final out. And now Colton Cowser. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Check swing, went around. No balls, 2 strikes. The Orioles down to their final strike. Foul ball still 0-2. Ball 1 there. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox slugged their way to a win in this one.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.